Nobody wants a life whereas he or she has to suffer a lot in order to get whatsoever back in. But the life of the Oloris have in the past ever since Naomi has left, because Queen Naomi was seen as the most important person in the palace. No one could take this, not even the Oloris, even the things that they were planning to do. But in the sense that Ooni himself has already put himself down for all of these Oloris, it is high time we now realize that whatsoever Ooni should do, it should be about what these Oloris have already talked about. How exactly they have handled the situation. It has become a problem for Ooni, so a problem for the Oloris, because all thinking, why is Ooni always against us? Why is Ooni always fighting against these things we have? Is it that Ooni doesn't like us, or is it because of what we are seeing, or because of what we are hearing? So many problems that are going on inside of the palace that even Ooni cannot even think of who and who is always causing that problem. But we know that all the Oloris that are around are the cause of all of those. So whether Ooni is ready to do it or not, we should all know that Ooni's life has put everybody in the palace at the risk of failing to get to the quarter that the Onis and all of the chiefs want. So guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on when and where you are actually watching us from. This is Royal Updates TV, who will bring you top gist from the entertainment industry and also from the Ooni of Ife Palace. Olori Tobi Phillips' life has been a web in the palace of Ile-Ife, just because she knows that if at all the people of Ile-Ife are ready to accept her, then she has to do a whole lot of things. Meeting the elders has become one of the tricks that the Oloris were always planning to do every single time, because they know that the elders of Ile-Ife will be willing to help them as long as it is about the people of Ile-Ife too. Everybody wants what is best for their community. Everybody wants what is best for the country. So leaving Ooni and all of the Oloris at the point whereas they are not willing and they are not able to get out, it is something that the elders of Ile-Ife won't be planning to do, because they all understand that everybody has his own source, everybody has his own things they are handling. Everybody has his own businesses. So getting to a point whereas Ooni needs to figure out who and who is always against him and who is always looking for the kind of trouble he doesn't need in the palace. It is up to Ooni to realize what exactly has gone on in that few moments, or in that few time they are both stayed together, or in that few time that everything has gone bad for him. So Olori Tobi Phillips now needs to ensure the safety of everybody. I mean, her twins to reign inside the palace is one thing that she wants in the palace. So everything has a price. Like they say, if you want to get something in the market, if you don't go with money, there is no way you can get it. That is the saying that goes on. So Tobi Phillips now wants so much things for her child, but she is not willing to pay the price. So how exactly is that meant to happen? If you are not willing to pay the price for whatsoever you have, how do you want them to make it happen? How do you want them to make it go up? Because never, never, ever, nothing like that can happen in the palace, and yet you are still saying you did it all for free. Tobi Phillips needs to ensure that if she wants to make her twin like the best in the palace, ahead of Tadenikawo, as of what we are hearing now, she needs to make sure that all the things that she's doing matches what exactly the people of Ile-Ife want. The people of Ile-Ife are very strict people, because they know that if you can't give us what we want, then there is no way we'll be willing to give you what you two want. It is vice versa. The people of Ile-Ife, no, I'm not saying they are wicked or anything. They are very, very sensitive about the people they allow into their life, because they know that Ooni himself cannot judge a book by its cover. Ooni himself, he can't judge a book by its cover. Based on the things they have seen and based on whatever they have heard, they are willing to go through all the lengths to ensure that they are as safe as possible. Not leading them into another kind of trouble is what Ooni should be thinking of. But Ooni is at a point whereas if he doesn't do what is right, he's going to end up in a very bad situation. A situation that could lead him to go miles and miles, and yet he will not still find an answer. Yet nothing will be really sure for Ooni. It's up to him to ensure that things happening is what exactly he wants. How exactly is happening and when exactly is happening. OONI'S life might be like someone that in the palace that hasn't done anything at all. But truth be told, every single person in the palace of Ile-Ife understands that if they need anything at all, they should go ahead and meet OONI, and all of these things will be sorted out. But once it comes to a position whereas these Oloris cannot even place their priorities ahead of OONI'S own, then that is where we now begin to complain and say, what exactly are they doing? Because they have never handed OONI the kind of things that he has gotten now. They have never gotten OONI anything to be happy about. Still, these Oloris are always thinking of ways to destroy the marriage between OONI and all the other people of Ile-Ife. Things are busy happening. So Olori Tobi Phillips, she's not after whatsoever they are talking about or whatsoever they have done. She's after her own selfish needs. You guys can call it selfish needs or not, but what she wants is what she wants. She's not willing to take the fall just because of anybody at all. At least if she's willing to take the fall, it must be for something very, very meaningful. It must be something that is going to be more valuable than she could ever even think of. That is what exactly she wants. Nothing more, nothing less. Everybody knows that if you want to get something, you need to get it as soon as possible. And Tobi Phillips now has made it very, very simple for herself and very simple for all the other people, because she understands that if the things are happening in the palace of Ile-Ife are not the way it seems, then everybody should go ahead and figure out who is always causing the problem. In the sense that she's still even trying to make it happen for all the other people is something to be very proud of, because everybody knows that if Tobi Phillips needs something at all, she's definitely going to get it without anybody's help, without anything they are even going to do. Whether they like what is going on or not, everybody should understand that things that were happening in the palace of Ile-Ife will be due to whatever they have seen, or it will be due to anything they have done in the palace. So guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to drop your comments down at the comment section. Goodbye y'all, and peace out.